Yo, what's up guys? Today I'm going to be showing you tips and tricks for fighting and comp. Okay, so first off I need to show you the best settings to use. So you don't want to have simple build or simple edit on. So if I put on simple build here and simple edit, which I have on, simple build, you have your cone, ramp, and floor all on the same bind. So that makes it very hard to build, and you can't really control what you're doing. So definitely don't have that on. Okay. So now simple edit. So if I go and turn off simple build, simple edit, the reason you don't want this on is because if you're in a situation like this, and you try edit, it could accidentally do the wrong edit, because let's say you want to do that, but then you accidentally do that, then you pretty much got yourself killed. Let's say there's someone on your wall, right, and you want to block that off, and you accidentally do a wrong edit. You're gonna get hit. So that's why you don't want simple edit on. So if I go and turn it off, and let's say I get this wall, and let's say next time he tries to go for my wall, I can block it off and then escape and do stuff. Okay, so continuing with the settings, the next thing you want to have is your frame rate limit. So normally you want to go and see like what your PC can handle, and let's say like you have a TV and it's like 120 hertz or something, then you want to be on 120 FPS. Or if it's like 160 hertz and 160 FPS, maybe sometimes higher. So let's say you're on 200 hertz, then you could put it on 240. Okay, or if you want to figure out like what your FPS cap is, turn on unlimited. And then you could see in the top right corner, my FPS is around 500. So if I want, I could either have it on unlimited, 360, or 240. Most pros have theirs on 240 or 360. But I just like to have mine on unlimited because it looks cool. Legacy performance or performance is good. There isn't really a difference between them. I just have mine on legacy performance because I think it looks a bit better. But either one is better. It gives you more FPS and lower ping, so definitely do that. But if you are on console, that is not available to you, so you're just gonna have to suck it up. Next is visual sound effects. So if you go over to the audio tab, scroll down, you want to have visual sound effects on. Okay, so when you have visual sound effects off and they're moving, it's kind of hard to tell what they're doing, because if people are talking, it's going to be hard to hear them, and if they shoot, there's no markers. But when you put on visual sound effects, you can now see their footprints, and if they shoot, then you can see the shoot markers too. Okay, so continuing with the settings, the next thing you want is for your damage number scale to be at 125%. So what this does is, when you're shooting someone, it'll make the damage numbers that you see bigger. When I shoot him, you're gonna see the damage numbers are actually bigger. So if I turn that down to like the default, which is like 100%, it's gonna be harder to see. It's gonna be harder to see. You're gonna see that the damage numbers are smaller. So you definitely want that to be at 125%. Okay, the next thing is sensitivity. So if you come over here, you can see that I have my sensitivity at 3.6 and 4.0. So the reason I have my Y sensitivity higher is because you have less mouse space going up and down versus left and right. So that's why you want your X sensitivity to be higher, so that your mouse like has more room, pretty much. And if you want to copy my settings, make sure that you're using 1600 DPI. So you have to go onto your mouse software and change it. I don't know what the normal is. It's probably 800 or 1600, but you want to put it on 1600 if you want to copy my settings. And now, no matter what, you probably want your targeting sensitivity between 20 and 40%. I like to put mine on 30 because that is the best. Next, we have our binds. So the important things is to use side buttons. If you don't have side buttons on your mouse, then try and get one with side buttons because that's very important. And if you're on controller, you don't have to. Yeah, this isn't for you. But if you want like to build, that's what I have mine on. I have my side button on my wall and stair, so that makes it easy to place. And I don't have to like use my fingers for a bunch of other things because I have them on I have them for like my shotgun and my floor and cone, so that makes it super easy. And if you don't want to put them on your build binds, you can put them on your shotgun, you can put them on, I don't know, your AR, you can put them pretty much anything that's like super important, your pickaxe, anything like that. The next thing is your edit button. So you can see that I have my edit button on F. You want it to be on either like F, E, R, G, C, V, and maybe even X, but if you want. So the reason you want it on those is because you want your index finger to be pressing F, because your index finger is like the fastest finger, and editing is very important because you want fast edits. So you want a fast finger to be doing the edits. And the last thing is scroll wheel reset and scroll wheel pickup. So if you come down to scroll wheel or use, you want like your normal pickup button, but then you also want to put your scroll wheel on it. So if I drop like all my inventory, if I just use the normal pickup, it's pretty slow. But if I use scroll wheel pickup, it's a lot faster, and that's really good if you're 50-15 chests or doing anything like that. And then you want scroll wheel reset, because if you come down to building edit, you want to put your scroll wheel on that, and your reset building, you want your scroll wheel on that also. So when you edit something, if you want to reset it like right away, all you need to do is your scroll wheel and it's automatically reset. Instead of doing the whole edit, like selecting the edit and then resetting, that's longer versus just reset like that. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to show you in the mechanics area is boxing people up. So let's say there's a player, right? You want to build, you want to place a ramp so that they're covered, and then get all the walls. So if you want to see that again, so what you want to do is, when you see them, right, place a wall, edit it, place the thing, and then grab all the walls. So pretty much just slowly, not slowly, but just grab every single one. You just need to hold out your wall and grab every single one. And then once they're in there, they're full box. The next thing I want to show you is a Mongrel Classic. So let's say they box up. You want to grab the wall, place a stair, and edit the stair like that. And then you can hit them 100. And the last thing is putting a cone in their box. So let's say they box up and they don't have a cone in their box. You can take their wall, place a cone, and now they are gonna have like a much harder time. Okay, the next thing is piece control. So when you go to attack like their box, place cones, and you want to cut off this way, right? So that they can't go out that way, or else you're gonna get like a free kill and a free box. And let's just say that there is a building on their back. That's why I'm building out metal. That's for buildings. So they can't go out the back. So when you go for them, you want to place cones. You're gonna take their wall. You can see like their what's it called? Visual sound effects. You want to watch it and see how he I saw the visual sound effects going to the right, so I boxed that way, so when he came out, he was already boxed, and I can get a free shot. Okay, so let's say there's a kid on your wall that just hit you for a bit. He's going to try spray in, but then you're going to pre-fire him. Let's say you just got hit for a lot, and you boxed up, right? But there's a kid, and he's kind of weird, so he's just spraying, right? So now, if he sprays, what you can do is you can pre-fire. So if you want to see that again, what I did, so as soon as you see the wall break, you shoot to kill him. So let's say he starts spraying, right? You wait for it to break, and then you shoot, okay? So spray it. I just maxed him, and then you can do stuff like that. And now he's just dead. Okay, let's say you just got hit for a lot, right? And there's a kid pressuring your wall. And if they take your wall, you can shoot it right away, take it, and then you want to go out the back. So you can start popping minis and you have more space. Now we're doing box fights, and the most important part is making lots of space. You can see here I have lots of space, lots of space. Okay, so in case I get hit, it's gonna be okay, because I can go back and heal. Second thing is you can see here he's building out of wood, so that's, you can see here my pickaxe 2 shots the wall, so that's a horrible thing to do. Always brick or metal. You can see I'm building out metal here because that's the strongest. Yeah. So you always want to try get, you know, any damage counts, and play protective peaks all the time. And if you get hit for a lot, or if you do a lot, let's say, you know, he hits me for a lot here, what you want to do is you want to go back, play a protective angle, and even if he does try Q, you're okay because you're behind this peanut butter. Okay, so another thing is you want to invade his territory and not let him invade your territory. You want to be the invader. So let's say you try going to a different peak, and you kind of want to like shut him down so that he has like nowhere to go. So we're in a box fight right here. We're trying to shut him down so he doesn't have anywhere to go. And even when he goes for an edit, you can always see he's going for an edit. See, he's gonna have edit delay because he edited the wall, but you're already ready. So just like there, you had the first shot and you can easily take him out. Okay, so now I'm gonna talk about some endgame tips. So the first thing is surge bases. When you do a surge base, you usually want to find like a mountain or something like that. But because I'm in a creative map, it's all flat ground, so I'm just gonna make it here. And when you do a surge base, you want to go up either 5 or 6 up. So right now we're 2, 3, 4, 5, and let's just go up 6. Okay. And once you get up here, you want to place floors and cones all around, like that, surrounding everything. And then you want to place walls going all around, like this, and edit everything, like as I'm doing like this, like that. Let's say there is a team over there, right? And you don't want them to look at you. You can build 2 stairs and like block the side and stuff like that. And if you want to cover your back, you could also build walls like that. Now let's say there is kids rotating. This is like the freest way to get beams. So if there's kids front side, dead side, and like kids like coming in from zone, you can get free beams. And because you're high up, it's super easy to see kids who are far away, and it's even better when kids are gliding, where you get free beams. Okay, so now if you're rotating in endgame, so there's lots of builds here, but first thing you want to see is which side is more congested. Kind of the middle right side is the most congested, and we see some old tarp here, So you want to block your tops in case height is looking at you. Follow these old tarps. Let your teammate come through. Then you want to go up, block off, and your teammate can block the back too. And then once you get in, you're good like this, and then block off. Okay, but let's say you have to rotate again. Here we can go down, go this way. We don't want that team there looking at us. You can jump here, and your teammate needs to block our angles. And then we can go up here so that that team isn't looking at us, and then we're good. And then we block our back. And now if we want to take height, this is how to take height. So we can see height is over there. First thing you want to do is tell your teammate we're going for height. Okay? They're going to go out one side, you're going to go the other side and start doing some 90s. So when you go up, you want to go with your teammate, you want to go do like 3 90s up. And if the enemy also tries to go up, then you can shoot them, just like my teammate is right now. And then you have 2 connections for height, and then boom, just like that, we have height. And getting tags is essential. So if he goes down and pretends to be a player, I'm gonna show you how height, like why height is really good. So let's say we're on height, right? And we're looking for players. We can see players out there. It's kind of the same thing with the surge base, except in endgame there's so many players. So if there's players rotating in the air, and you're always spraying, and like almost no one's looking at you. The only hard thing is mats. You always want to have mats. And when you're tarping on high ground, you want to do cones like this, or like this. But if you only have wood, you want to do doubles like this, or like this. Alright, I think we're good.